God. Today is another blessed day that God has provided to us, and we appreciate for His glory is here with us. Let me laugh before I start talking. Do you know I was listening to another reactor? Hmm? And the reactor was allegedly saying gossiping is a sin. And I was saying, what is gossiping? Because gossiping is talking about other people. Whether you are talking about them by praising them and revealing their success or their, failures or the problems and whatever. So I was like, sometimes we normally think that because we are praising people, we are not gossiping. Do you know that? So if you will get a chance to look at me and you think I'm a gossiper, as long as you talk about even your family, members who don't live with you, those who are not senior under you, but you reveal that so and so, do you know they went to Nairobi? Do you know they went to America? You are still gossiping. And gossiping cannot be avoided. Even though, as you say, I saw somebody saying that it's a sin. I don't think you can live without talking about others. I don't think so. In the world I've lived for the few years, and as I age like this, I don't think you can avoid. Somehow you'll say, so-and-so in my family is doing well, or so-and-so in my family has made this mistake, or my mother has said this. Somehow, my boss has done this, or my neighbor has done this. That is something you'll talk about. The pastor said this in church, the priest said this in church, the police did this, the other drunkard man did this. You know, these are things we cannot avoid, as far as we may pretend and say that people gossip and we don't. And of course, why did people start saying this? It's because they are purporting that BBTV has retired. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I normally just go see what people are doing and talk about it. And sometimes I do my own vlogs. I'm hoping that with time I'll get enough space and money to keep focusing on the vlogs. But sometimes it's boring. And sometimes, if I tell you the truth, when I started my channel, I kept doing lessons and lessons. And I was minding much of my business. But I realized that many people don't want to watch that. You make a video today, it will take a whole month before you can even get 100 views, you know? So no wonder we are into the reaction world. And I just wish that people take it positively. They don't think that we are there to banker or actually attack or hate. Personally, I don't have hate towards the people I discuss. Some of them, I don't even know them. But when I see a scenario that is a bit funny or it's controversial, I take the moment and talk about it. But in other videos, I do my life and I also do lessons for students. So forgive me if you might think that I'm not doing an appropriate thing, but I'll have to continue because I believe that reaction is here for a reason. It's there for a reason. And when people say they are either positive or negative, I don't know, because a good reactor, you must show the positives and negatives so that you enhance people to change positively. At the same time, you appreciate what they have done to show that what maybe processes they are going through will enhance success. So good morning, community edutainment for Marwa'S community. Welcome here, and I really appreciate your presence all the time. May God bless you for allocating some time to watch my channel, because as I've always told you, I'm battling to fill the watch hours. I still have a deficit of around 680 watch hours, and I believe strongly that with your support here, when you keep watching my live streams to the end, when you keep watching my videos that I actually vlog and upload here, or the lessons that I do, I'll attain that goal. God bless. So Wagwan, if you are from Jamaica, hola hola, from different worlds, and good morning to everybody. From Germany, they say good morning. There's some person from South Africa told him Memon or something like that. And from Turkey, somebody told me, is it Murhab? Murhaba. So welcome on our platform, and let's go through this analysis. It's a very interesting one with so many things. Of course, some will not be fitting in the title, but we have to talk about it. So guys, they always say if you don't have a network, if you don't have a connection, and if you don't have money, stay out of trouble, right? Stay out of trouble, because you'll be humiliated, embarrassed, and put down, and sometimes you'll go down. Yeah. So these are things that we are told every day, and it's true. Even though it's not always that you stay, just accept what people say because you don't have money. That is not the truth. You may not have money, but you have ideas. You may not have money, a network, but you have ideas. You may not have connection, but you have ideas. However, you have to check on your ideas. Do they really make sense? Because sometimes we are pulled down as a result of failing to just think and reason. Sometimes I do so. Sometimes I'm not saying I'm immune from that. The reality is that all of us, at one point or the other, we mess. And therefore, that's why we need, maybe one day I'll be able to upload here videos about the entire life. And I hear people telling me, at least adjust here. Be patient, or be humble. If I hear people telling me that, I'll think about it. Maybe at night as I sleep, I'll reflect. Why did so and so say this? And maybe adjust. Or they tell me, reduce your anger. And so when you sit down sometimes and reflect on what people tell you, it makes sense, right? Those who see you know you better than those uh, who are not. And those who give both negative and positive about us, they influence our future. I believe even Marwa Dimango, yesterday I heard her say that she learns all the time and she appreciates when you correct. Only that maybe sometimes on camera she'll say, don't tell me this. But I know when she sits down, sometimes she reflects and says, oh, I think this is something I have to think about. So kudos to all of you. And let's start our reaction. So guys, what am I talking about? When I talk about network, money, and wealth, there are times maybe you get into a fix and you need to think very quick. You need to avoid maybe an aspect of ego and just cool down and deal with the situation as it is. Now, in Nigeria, Nigeria has had drama of late. If you people watch Nigeria, because as for me, I watch a lot of people. Sometimes I just don't have time to do all the people and the resources, keeping buying bundles and all that. Sometimes you just decide I'll do 2 videos a day or 3, because I've not yet started earning from YouTube. I'm just ensuring that I cover the watch hours. As I've told you all the time, I had so many challenges having YouTube approve my channel, because they could say reused content, all that, and I didn't understand what it means. Even some people whom I helped to start channels have earned a whole year plus, and I'm not envious. I just pray that God should open my channel to the way that I should also see the benefit of that. Ayales Alvarez, hola. Hola, hola. Anime for only for it, haha. Hola, hola. All right, kwe. So hola, and the answer is kwe. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate your presence here. I appreciate your presence here. For the French people, comment ça va? Hey, me llamo Jasmine. Okay. I don't know a lot of that, Spanish or something. I learned with some sisters, the Catholic sisters, and I didn't go into details to know a lot about that language. So I'll be learning. I'm always ready to learn, and I really appreciate. I learn Alvarez. All right. So Rocio has done something for the community. However, some people think that ahora te voy a seguir. Hey, you'll force me to go check what that means. Ahora te voy a seguir. Hey, oh, it's a sweet language. It looks like a language of romance, just like French is. Que. Que is also in French. Me llamo Jasmine. Ahora te voy a seguir. Hey, thank you for the morning vibes. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Anime for only Lahata. Me mandas un saludo. Yes, soy de Argentina. Are you saying that there is mandazi in Argentina? Or what are you saying? All right, I'll be learning that. So Argentinian girl, Rocio, will be discussed here. And of course, I'm focusing on understanding what she's doing. If anybody understands, let me know, because I just partly understand what she's doing in Nyabohanse. So guys, let's start with Nigeria. Nigeria has the comedy in all places. Comedy and war. Comedy and war all over the place. So in Nigeria, allegedly, we have a lady who was pulled naked from a plane. Yeah? And she had to be taken to Kirikiri prison. Can you imagine? She didn't have money, she didn't have the network and connection that she requires, but she had an ego. That's sometimes how ego can lead us to a problem. So this lady in Nigeria boarded a plane, a plane known as Ibom. So when she boarded the plane, she was told that her phone should be off, but she decided she will not put her phone off. Ayelen Alves said, "De kwe be pai, hey pai so, hey." I'll be learning those statements. I hope they'll not disappear once I've finished here. Like the video, Ayelen Alvarez. Like the video. Like the video, please, for me. Do that for me, please. All right. So, Ibom Airlines, allegedly. Okay, hi, Ayelen Alvarez. Like the video, please. Like the video. So, this is drama that emerged in Nigeria. A lady had to be dragged naked from a plane and was then booked in Kirikiri police station, or rather prison. She boarded a plane, and when she was instructed to switch off her phone, she said, no, 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 no. I don't know why there are planes you have to switch on the phones, but it's a rule there. I don't know whether they fear recording or something, but still somebody had to record the video here. And I'm going to show you the drama in Nigeria planes. And this is not the only incident. I'll be showing you another. Ayelen has said Alguen Yesigwe. I don't understand that language much, but I understand English. English, please. I'll be learning that language later. Of course, I'm so willing to learn. If I was surrounded by people who teach me, I'll be so happy. So, let's watch this. Come. Get me. He's trying the aircraft. She's destroying the aircraft. Yes, I want to. She's destroying her. She wants to grab a quick thing. And slapped her. She's destroying the aircraft. All right. So that is a lady who was pulled from the plane and her top almost exposing her body. Elena said adios, meaning going. All right. Ailes Alvarez says, I can read from the emojis. So happy and love. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. So let me just revamp the internet and come back. So don't go away, please. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm just working on internet for a few minutes. We never went anywhere. So did you see what happened? The lady did not have connection. She didn't have enough money. She didn't have network. But she was there fighting with people on the plane. She was told by the air hostess to switch off her phone according to the rules, and she decided she will not. And when they came for her, she had to wail. Later on, as they brought the guards, she had to fight. So she started slapping. She started to slap some people. Yeah, Ailes Alvarez, I've said hi to you and like my video. Hola, hola. I think it's, when you say hola, I should say kwe. All right. So the lady was actually pulled out of the plane, almost naked, and was thrown into prison. Ended up in prison, you know? And she was put to Kirikiri prison after she was pulled out of the plane. So she failed to go where she was heading to. At the same time, you can see her asking for her phone. And by now, sabe Spanish. Hey, that is Spanish. Actually, I had friends who were sisters, and I was trying to help them to learn English. And they used to teach me one or two things, but I did not focus so much to learn, and that is why I did not master. But Aileen Alvarez has really engaged a lot of Spanish here. But I do not know Spanish, unfortunately. I just know the greetings only. The greetings of hola, then kwe. Only that, nothing else. And also adios as saying bye-bye. Oh, Alves is saying no English. Yeah, I know English. I know English and some little Japanese. All right, so if you saw that video, then you realize that sometimes you don't have to raise your ego when things are troublesome. When trouble comes, oh my God, the sneezing, the sneezing. Yeah, sometimes we don't have to raise our ego. When trouble lands, we need to relax. But this lady did not actually relax. She had to fight with the guards at the airport. And you can see that she was pulled out. Her luggage was also pulled out. And as I'm taking my tea, stream, guys. Yeah, so she had to be pulled out of the plane, and she was embarrassed. I know that somehow there are people who have seen this embarrassment and they feel sorry for her. It's quite sad. But then, what do we do? If the lady decided to go rough, look at that. Look at that. That is the lady. That is the lady, this one. Imagine the wig. The wig was removed. So can you imagine? The lady went through a lot of drama, and she was dragged to a prison. Hi, BM003. Welcome on board and like the video, please. Like the video for me. Like the video. So when you see such drama, sometimes you just wonder, can somebody reduce their ego? There are times we can fight, but there are times we have to cool down so that we deal with situation as they are. It is not always that war wins. I learned that by there I used to be a very physical person. All the time I didn't have time to talk. I would have fight and all that. But I learned that in some situations we don't have to. So guys, let's get to another drama that happened recently. Again, just in Nigeria. And that is why you can see in my title there is Nigeria Plain Dramas. Hey, this one does not happen in Kenya. Even though Nyabohanze has a lot of drama, it is not representative of Kenya. That is why you have not seen these dramas on plains. Let's see this one. Let's see this one also. It happened some few days ago. We have a musician known as Kwam1. Kwam1. I'm going to show you the picture of Kwam1. Here he is. Have you seen him? That is Kwam1. Now, what happened is that Kwam1 was carrying he was carrying Nipakin. Nipakin. Do you know what Nipakin is? Nipakin is alcohol. So Kwam1 decided to carry alcohol on a plane. And when he was told to keep it away because they could not allow the quantity he was carrying on a plane, do you know what he did? He resisted again. Now this is man. The other one was a woman. So he resisted and he had booked a plane in Abuja. Abuja airport. So do you know what happened? Because he resisted again, he had to be told to alight. And he alighted. But then he was in shock. He did not believe that they are going to throw him away from the plane. He resisted. And what do you think happened? They had to force him out of the plane. And while the plane is actually taking off, when the plane was taking off, he tried to feel like he has to go in. Now, of course, later on, he had to apologize over the matter. Let's start first by this drama. I want you to see the drama. The plane almost crashed him. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Now, Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has released a statement, an official statement on this.
Yeah, so that happened to another man in the plane or the Nigerian airport. Thank you so much, BM003, for liking my video. I really appreciate. May God bless you. All right, so after this, we had to have a whole release of a statement by the Abuja airport. A very long one for that matter, and this is it. The entire press release indicating what Kwam had done and why they had to throw him out of the plane and the impact he had on the plane, right? So they had to release a whole statement indicating that he had been unable to listen to the people who were serving in the plane. Now I want you to see the apology offered later. You can see he was almost crushed, right? So they don't allow people who are intoxicated or rather carrying of Nipakin on the plane. Now, after the press release, Kwam won because he's a musician. He had to come out and apologize. Let's see this.
Dear President, I am here to make clarification of the incident that happened on the 5th of August 2025 at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport local wing while about to board aircraft from Abuja to Lagos. The incident is highly regrettable because I have contributed the better part of my life in the past 50 years to the growth and development of Nigeria, my country, art and culture, both in and out of the country. I've been a good ambassador of this great nation, in and out, in very many ways. Somebody like me should not be found father and father of the nation. The Honorable Minister for Aviation, the pilot, the airline staff, passengers, and above all, my fans across the globe, my family, for the incident. My love for the country is unshakable. I am still the darling ambassador of our nation, and I'll continue to carry the banner of this great country everywhere, all my life. Thank you once again. Please accept my apology.
All right.
Forgiveness from Mr. President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Number one.
So, Akwam One had to come on Channels Television and apologize for his mistake, which is good. At least he was humble enough to come out and show his problem, you know. So he actually showed that he was very sorry for having carried Nipakin. For those who don't understand that, it is alcohol. He was very sorry to have carried that on the plane. And of course we forgive him. Who are we not to forgive? Now, when I'm talking about network connection and money, I go back to the family of Marwa and Rocio. Now, of course, there are people that Marwa is doing that some of us cannot do. There are things that Rocio is doing that some of us cannot do. And there are things that Dimwango is doing some of us cannot do. Because they say money, connection, and network is worth. Your network is your net worth, right? So, sometimes I don't blame how Dimwango speaks because she feels that she has the network, she has the net worth, and she has the right connection, and she has the correct connection. No wonder she keeps saying she works 3 hard, but she knows very well that it's just connection that helps her get to where she is. Because people, let me tell you the reality. Just working on YouTube every blessed day, even if you post 20 videos, but if you don't have the network that will watch your videos and come about, and if you are doing a live, for example, they chat, they comment, they keep you warm, I don't think you'll reach her level. Never. And you'll always be considered a hater, even if you say something that is sensible, right? So let's get to that. And of course, if you can remember yesterday, there was a great birthday for Dimwango. And Dimwango always says, I work 3 hard. But the reality is that she has the money, she has the connection, and she has the network. She may not work 3 hard because she just sits on the live stream like us and does the videos. She traveled in different places of the world. All right? And that is the difference between her and us. So she has the network, she has the net worth, she has the connection. Kwam has network. He has the money. He has the all that. But he had to come down and humble himself and apologize to the people for having messed at the airport, which is good. He's an old man of almost 60. He has sung a lot of songs. For those of you who can go and watch, you can actually check on him. Now, let's go back to Nyabohanze and analyze the birthday in the house. Okay. Where was this? Let me check on that. I don't know where it went. There was a video here on the birthday from David Jr. And that is why I wanted to say there is a difference between a YouTuber who is making content without connection, network, and money, as compared to that who is making it and has all that connection. Now, let's go back to David Jr.'s video. David Jr. had this video released yesterday, and he was actually showing us the massive birthday. Remember, Dimwango has told us she has zero budget, but that is why I'm telling you there's a difference between a YouTuber who has connection, network, and money, and those who are just hustling, right? And of course, as far as we may not compare ourselves, you may know your place, right? Now listen to this. David Jr. tells us there is a massive birthday, and Dimwango is going to celebrate a great day, and let the visitor come so that the the natives enjoy. And now hear what Dimwango said.
I sat on the wet wipes, look, my pants. I sat on the wet wipes in the car without knowing. Now I have to change the pants. And I didn't want to change because Matt will have to jump on me. But let's go.
Let's go like that. You fly with the vibe.
Yeah.
You know, hey.
Maliza.
My soda is sodas, guys. Look.
Shika hapo misetuai. Today. Guys, my birthday is fully sponsored. Me, I didn't spend anything.
How do you feel?
So loved. I spent nothing for this birthday.
000.
Thank you guys for showing up for me.
Guys, all of these people wanna be feeding, you know?
Yeah.
They say mgeni akuje mwenyeji apone.
Yeah, people who work in my entire family.
They wanna benefit. Everything here. Speaking about the beef. Guys, today is today.
I sat on these wet wipes, you see?
Oh, yeah.
Because, and the water comes from this other side.
No problem. Oh, here we have glasses.
Yeah, those sweet.
Yeah. Sister decided to buy glasses, guys. Today is today.
So guys, if you look at those arrangements, Dimwango tells you she spent nothing. Nothing. You can go bury yourself because the lady who works 3 hard had her people contributing towards her birthday. Do you have people who love you when you're still alive? Or they'll only show up in a funeral and give a long testimony about you when they have never stood for you? So I was looking at that and I was saying, all right, so of course your network is your net worth. Dimwango clearly said that she does not have any coin for the birthday. And later on, she began begging for the birthday. She reminded her subscribers to give her money towards the birthday. And what happened? Miraculously, people started sending money. Even Kenyans and those abroad. Her team is strong. So guys, look for a team that is strong. Will you be my strong team? Will you be my strong team to stand by me? Will you be my network? My net worth? Yeah. So, that is something I'm saying clearly. If you look at David Jr., he has a lot of support from different places, UK, USA, and different other places, and they make him strong. They enable him to facilitate his projects and finish. And I think that is why there is a lot of war in Nyabohanse, because some people look around, they have very limited network or net worth, and they already are enemies to Ondari family. And they decide that maybe they'll fight. But I don't think I can fight you. I don't think so. Only that I look at you and realize that you should tell us the truth. It is not because of your hardworking character that you've made it. It's just because you had an opportunity. You are also outgoing. And when you have a large following, automatically some of those who are following you are wealthy enough to distribute some of their you know, their coins or their dollars. And most people in America or UK, they are so willing to help, actually. They can stand with somebody in any times, during times of trouble, during times of happiness. Unlike maybe, the rest, generally just Kenya, maybe people are learning that from UK or America. But generally, in Kenya itself, sometimes we have people who even go to a funeral without having carried anything in their pocket. They go even to a wedding without carrying any gift, but they'll expect to eat. That's the reality. So indeed, I'm seeing something, I'm learning something from Dimwango. And of course, what I'm learning is that she's not hardworking as she says, but she has the network. And those people behind her are willing to do anything for her. Some people say they do it for views. I do not know, because I don't think all of them are YouTubers. Some say they do it for recognition. I do not know. But I just think that to some level, that is my thinking today. To some level, some people think that because she's becoming famous, we can be associated with her by contributing, towards anything she does. Because of course, as you remember, her mother was reminding her to mind the construction more than the birthday. But then, if people have decided to actually raise money towards your birthday, even if you didn't have a plan, like mine was on 6th of August, and I didn't have a plan, but I didn't have the network to actually hold a birthday for me. And I don't have a problem with that. But then, you can clearly see that Dimwango, even with zero budget, she had a network to help her have the birthday. So guys, that is one of the things people normally maybe admire, and they feel like they can't acquire it, then it is what it is. Okay.
You could eat it with meat. Wow. Anything at all. You could eat it.
Now, the Jamaican uncle. The Jamaican uncle was present to do content, but he looked tired. I don't know why. If somebody can actually tell me. According to me, Jamaican uncle looks tired here. But they are now at the construction site, and the Dimwango is updating us that anything you want, meat, chicken, fish, anything, soda, chapati, you will get it in the birthday. And it was there, of course. But she told us with zero budget. So she was loved and people did it for her. What about you?
With I love with avocado.
So it's like ugali.
Yes, right. Yeah. Everybody tastes it, man. Everybody knows it.
Oh, let's see. Come inside here.
Yeah, this is the process. Yeah. That's what I told me this morning to get it saved. And I feel that little thing there.
Brother, that it is not chapati as you said.
Oh, this is not chapati.
This is bami.
Oh, bami, guys, for the first time testing bami from Jamaica. The only thing. Yes, they don't want it to burn. But the thing is that I don't have the right pot. If I have the right pot, yes, then the edge will do us nice and curved. Yeah. We call it Dutch pot. We make it in Dutch pot.
But still it's very round.
Yeah. And they're so big. Yeah. You have to maybe cut them.
All right. So the Jamaican uncle had to prepare the bami. Hey, Jamaican in the house. Hey. Because the support comes from Jamaica, we have to prepare the Jamaica food. All right. And I told you about net worth, right? Zero budget, full Full birthday.
Mango.
So the Mango had to go on buy a lot of stuff with the brother DV, and then even new glasses had to arrive. We had have the new cooking sticks, and it was celebration for the Masons at Dimwango's side, right? It was celebration for them.
The best setup.
All right, here we see.
This is what we are going to do here. Keep hunting, brother Dan. Yes, we are here. We are here. You're enjoying fun? I'm enjoying because this is one of the best works. Big day. Happy birthday to Sister D. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, you can see when the neighbors are.
Okay, so everybody had to be forced to come to our home. Embrace home, all right? Everybody had to be forced to come to Embrace home and celebrate the birthday with zero budget but lots of love. And the house is crowded. Rocio is there. She's not aware of what to do. We can even see the lady who works for Marwa also sitting right there. And they're lighting candles. I used to think that candles are lit based on the age. For example, if I'm turning 30, that I would actually have maybe 3 candles for 30 years, 4 candles for 40 years if I decide to represent 10, 10, 10. Or maybe the number of candles, how does it go? Maybe somebody should type on the comment section to enlighten me if I'm so primitive. But I've held birthdays for the kids. I do more birthdays for the kids than myself because sometimes I say I've not achieved what I want. So let me do birthdays for the kids because, of course, for them, it is something currently that is necessary. As for me, I grew up without a birthday and I've never felt like I'm hurt because I missed it. But once I get to where I want to be, wealthy, of course I'll have to celebrate my success and I'll have to hold birthdays every blessed year. So the birthday was here, opening Embrace Villa by force, by fire. All right? Brian can be spotted there. Rocio is just stuck. I can't see Marwa. Okay, Rocio now finally removes the candles. And they have to cut the cake. They have to cut the cake, guys. All right. The commercial break. Hey, ze. All right, the cutting of the cake. Wine was also available. Marwa there now. And finally, it had to end at at the main villa. You cannot separate me from my brother. Yes, and so the birthday has to end here, right? Yeah, forget that you talk about what you talk, you know? Do you think I mind?
You know, very, very different. And I have surprise for you, Nene.
Thank you.
Are you ready, Nene?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I am ready.
Guys.
More than ready. I don't know why I should put even my camera to see that I'm so ready.
Let me capture from the other angle. Sorry. Maybe from here, Nene. Yeah, maybe from right. Yeah, today's today. The struggle is real.
Even this still okay.
Okay.
Uncle, can I bother you just for a minute, please?
Okay. Uncle.
Surprise!
1 minute, please. Just 1 minute.
Surprise!
Aya, make it rain money.
Make it rain.
Okay. What do you think Devi is giving the Mwango? Okay. Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
All right. So you saw what you saw. When Dimango tells you work 3 hard, she's indirectly telling you get the right network, get the right connection, and get money. Get money. Right? So of course it is what it is. We saw that. Now I want us to go back to Rocio. Rocio, when I looked at her video, what I understood is that she's trying to tell women to understand their body, which is okay. I don't see a problem with that. The problem is that being a marginalized community, people have a lot of myth. And in this kind of society, for her to reach them, if Marwa has had clashes with the entire Nyabohanze, one person after the other, then she needs, maybe she needs to actually go through, I don't know whether she needs to go through social workers. She needs to collaborate with social workers so that they don't question her intentions. Because sometimes we may do something good for the society, but people may question our intentions and ruin the entire project. Already, Gintu has been distributing pads in this place. And now, if we see Rocio beginning this project to discourage people from using pads, of course it will look like it's a direct war that is fighting Gintu and trying to make the villagers believe that the pads are bad for them. The reality is that pads have served us in the times of menses, but sometimes you feel so itchy. Even adults, we feel so itchy when you're using those pads, and sometimes you even get burnt up, especially if you delay to change. And I know that for young girls, they hardly change their pads often because they have limited pads, you know. So if indeed she's bringing a solution that will sweep away that, I wouldn't think, in my view, it's fighting Gintu. And Gintu can get to see another thing maybe he can provide to the society of those who are vulnerable. Something else, maybe something that people are missing out. But I know very well that from the beginning, it will be seen as a war against Gintu, because Gintu is the one who distributes pads in this place. And now Rocio is coming up saying that those pads are not healthy, right? Okay, so let's just go to her explanation here and see if it was clear, because she said good cause. She's doing a good cause. Let's listen to this. And Maisha is in the video, and I don't like showing people's kids. I don't know what I'll do.
During my month, my entire month, I know how my energies are working. I know if I'm tired, why I'm tired. I know when I'm energized, why I'm energized. I know when I'm in my fertile zone. I know when I'm not, and that gives me power as a woman. So, what is Dorina involved here? Because, what do you think about this? You like it? You like this idea?
You like?
Yes?
Say yes.
Yes, okay.
So Masha is like it.
Yeah. So, why is Dorina involved here? Because for this first time event or class or hosting that I want to do, ladies here in the village, the ladies of the community, um, we are planning to be giving away for free as a gift to any lady that comes to this class to learn about their cycles. We are planning to make. Do you have the picture?
Yeah.
We are planning to give them as a gift organic packs, reusable pads that they exactly this.
Yeah.
So this is a pad that many ladies. Me, I don't use this tab. In my case, I use a silicone.
So the first thing that she made a mistake with is to say that she doesn't use them. So they'll be like, if you don't use them, how do you make us use, Sometimes when you come with a product and you tell people to use and you don't use it, people will be like, what the hell are you telling us? Like in most times in Kenya, you've seen even when they are doing immunizations, people come up with a lot of myth. They say the government has brought this to enhance family planning. They have come up with this to reduce the population of Africa. You saw even during Corona time. I'm not so sure up to now because there are so many stories that have been emerging surrounding the injections that we took, whether it's AstraZeneca or the other, the Johnsons. So, how do you convince people to use something you're not using? Rocio has testified in her video, and I know once villagers will be using this, I know somebody will come up somewhere. I'm not negative and I'm not a prophet of doom, but I just do the analysis of the mindset of this place and the wars within this space. And that is why I've mentioned something to do with Gintu, because I know when the wife parted with Gintu, she came up talking about the pads that he normally distributes, yet he is not empowering his own wife. You remember? We've also seen already reactors coming up and saying this is a war against Gintu's pads project. And that is why I'm saying that unless Rocio gets the social workers, because social workers have a role in the society to actually educate people about this, unless she involves them, involving Dorina is just someone who was illiterate and she came up aggressively to use YouTube to emerge. That does not make her a rightful person to have any idea about health matters. She doesn't. Now, Rocio, of course, may have a good cause for the society, but the approach might be wrong. You might have a good thing for the society, but what approach are you using? So, I don't know who advised her, or I don't know whether her subscribers can also advise her that instead of using Dorina, she should be using social workers from this place. And the classes, I hope they'll not be in the villa, because we know clearly that we have people whom they consider haters. So of course they may not come to the classes. Instead, they'll go out there spreading gospel that is negative about her project. If indeed she believes she's doing for a good cause, I don't think all the people will come into the villa, because it was clearly announced by Marwa and even Rocio that they'll not allow people into the villa unless they have appointments. And now, I don't know how they'll actually know that this one is coming for a class and this one is coming for another mission, or someone is coming to just surveil around the place. I don't know. Is it because of the cameras they installed? I'm not yet sure. And even if they installed, will they be checking all the moment to know those who are taking videos for their own malicious purposes and those who are taking for any other purposes, informative? Because of late, Marwa has been very sensitive about any information about the villa being taken in videos, about the house, inside the house. So my question is just, where does Rocio plan to have classes? Because the best way, if I would advise, I would tell her the classes should be in villages. Like you tell people to go to a church like Esi, that church we normally see, the Seventh Day. They have people going to that place and then have classes. Or go to Nyabohanse market, have classes. And that would be better because they will reach many people who fear going to the villa. You know, when we are growing up, homes with a lot of wealth, homes whereby they have built good houses, and we have average, we could fear going there because we want to associate with people of our level, or even if they're above, they are not so much above, because sometimes those homes, people would raise a lot of myth around them. And again, people who have wealth, they create their own class. They will not want to associate with anybody. In fact, Marwa has really tried to associate with some people of low level. For whatever reason, people say because of donations, because of whatever. I do not have an answer because he had not said yet. But if you look at Rocio, she has been trying to distance herself from many villagers, saying that she doesn't want people here. Her privacy is important. She wants her space. So I'm just wondering, and these are questions I'm raising, maybe if you are her follower, you can let me know, how is she going to work around it? Because those are the challenges I'm seeing she might encounter. Reusable pampers or pads is a common concept that has become well known. We in schools have seen these people come, but they normally say that reusable will be 1,500 shillings. And then now students decide they can't use, because even if it's reusable, you won't use for a whole year. There is a period that you use. Some of them have herbal aspect that keeps the privacy of a woman safe, because they have some kind of herbal medicine that keeps them safe, which is a good concept. Also, making women understand their body is very important, because again, I deal with students. Most of them don't know themselves. You even find a very young student getting pregnant because they don't understand themselves. They don't even understand that even if you have a simple contact with a man, you will easily get pregnant. And they begin saying, I didn't have it. I don't know how I got pregnant. I'm not pregnant. That tells you clearly that many people don't have the knowledge. They don't understand their body. We've seen also, for those who deal with primary, I don't deal with primary school. I am a high school teacher. But I've seen people in primary school, like my sister, one of them is in primary school, and says some students begin periods and they begin to cry. They are not even aware why, and their parents don't want to talk about it. They see that as something, private, something taboo. So I like the idea that she's coming up to educate. But do you think people will run to her home and listen, or will they tell their children, don't go to that villa? Do you know what Marwa does to the people? Do you know how Marwa beat the other boy? Do you know, people will now use the opportunity for anything Marwa has ever done wrong. Do you know how he talks about the lies he says about this? Do you know this and that? Do you know that woman doesn't like people, because automatically some people believe that Rocio does not like people. So they'll use that information now and go out there and make sure that people will not come to the villa. And those will come will be very few. So will the project be successful? So I think if Dorina is actually thinking right, she should also advise Rocio. But I doubt if she can, because she's just an illiterate lady who has made it through Jamaican uncle, being close to the Marwa family. That is how she has made it to actually access the following on YouTube. Ayelen Alvarez is really engaging a lot on this channel. Thank you. Thank you for all staying around for 1 hour. It's not easy. And we will go around 1 hour, 30 minutes, because we still have some matters to talk about. And today I had a lot to talk about this, because I slept just thinking, yes, the idea Rocio is doing may be good, but then, is she ready for the challenges? Can she try to overcome the challenges so that she does it, Now, let's listen to this.
It has changed my life completely. I don't use these things anymore, but I don't use the plastic ones anymore, the ones that you have to buy every month in the supermarket. And also that expense that brings to the life, like every month you have to buy and spend money, and they are not so cheap. Money. Exactly.
Especially in the village, life is very hard for some people.
Yes.
like lady,
Yes.
when it starts their time to get a period.
Yeah.
for
The
them,
administration, simple.
To
Yeah.
make numbers of how much money we need.
Yeah.
We are thinking about, I have no idea how many women will come,
Yeah.
but we are thinking about making 100
Hundreds.
packs.
Yeah.
So we are just making calculations,
Yeah.
Dorina has been helping me these days
Yeah.
to go to Tanzania because it's cheaper there.
Yeah.
And ask for the prices of the fabrics.
Yeah.
Basically, what we are going to use. Let me move the camera one second.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm with one hand with my Isha and one look at it. My Isha. So basically, I was trying to see if it was possible to get the towel fabric, This is a towel that is like already you see has this detail here, ready to use for the towel after shower or whatever. I was trying to see if there was possible to get like just the towel fabric, to make a towel. I don't know if I'm making sense with what I'm saying.
Okay,
but
I'm trying to understand what she's saying, but I think
even when they cut themselves, it's like,
I think that instead of the buying pads, Rocio wants to teach the young people or other women to now begin making their own towels, sanitary pads using towel material. That is the fabric she's talking about. Of course, at some point when we were young, before we began buying pads, our mothers used to make some stuff, rewashable pads using that. I actually remember my first or second, though I started late at Form 4 level, so I didn't struggle so much in high school. And before then, very soon I went to university, so I had to buy pads,
Can wash it tomorrow using going within. So we will test how many times is still with water.
yes.
Because water is like blood.
Yeah.
And blood is heavy more than water.
Yes.
So when it's still in water, we are hoping it's going to still more than water. It's going to still with the blood more than water.
Yes.
Yeah. So we will do a practice, and then we will confirm. Actually, that's practice. We will show the people how it's working and how it's still with the water.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, guys, mostly people is use towel to make natural towels for girls. It's a natural part. So mostly people is use the towels and.
All right, so Dorina is hinting.
Yes.
Dorina is hinting in her communication that people already use this. So I'm hoping that they indeed embrace it. But when you go at the local level, people now think that you are modernized when you use the other pads that we keep buying. So I do not know whether they'll think that they are being pushed back to an archaic way just to mock them for their poverty. I'm not so sure. I'm just thinking because I've been in a society and I know how people think out. The reason even why most Africans don't ask for help even when they need it, they believe that if they decide to do so, they'll be exposing themselves as the vulnerable. You understand? So I don't know how Rocio is planning to overcome this. Of course, I've already seen a reaction that is pulling that towards witchcraft, and I'm not so sure again. Hey, I'm not so sure how some parents will take this, but let's wait and see. I just wish them good luck.
There with your pads, then
I just wish
when
them
the heavies come,
good luck.
Our struggle. It's very hard.
Yeah, because the reality is that sometimes you may do some things and you may not be so sure. You may think that you are doing something for a good cause, but the reality is how people will take it will be different. Now let's come to Marwa'S project, guys. Marwa'S project at Brian's. I like the project. It's a good idea to improve the home. Currently, people are doing houses, and when you see your home is stuck in ancient buildings, you may not like it. So it's good that Marwa saw when donors began to throw donuts around, he decided that he should raise a house for these people. And in the process, of course, get his own money to help him in his projects, because he has said he is going to build what? Build? He's planning to build something. I don't know. I may recall later. So my worry is that even though he's doing the very good bungalow, 4 rooms, 4 bedrooms. My worry is that he is rushing with these bricks. I've ever used these bricks in constructing my something for myself, and I think I'll get one of these days to do a house tour in that project. I've not yet decided to do for my other reasons. Sometimes we decide to stay away, and people say that what people don't know is not a problem. All right. So I watched this video. OMG, nobody's believing this speed. And I was like, speed is okay, but construction is a very sensitive matter. Construction is a very sensitive matter whereby you don't have to just to rush to please the people or actually prove that you can really man a project very fast. Construction, even when you come to the developers and you come to the rules surrounding constructing of houses, you are not supposed to finish a house just in 10 days, especially if it's a permanent house. Even the Masons know that. I don't know why they are not talking to Marwa at all, because the reality is that a house has to rest, it has to be cured, and the blocks they are using, I once used them, and I was told they should be cured for 2 weeks. Once they have been made, you place them somewhere, you cure them for 2 weeks, then you rearrange them and begin the construction. I don't know why they opted to do this, and I want you to look at these bricks, these blocks just on the ground before you maybe judge me. Before you judge me, look at these bricks, and I want you to look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Even here during construction, I think you can see something here. Are you seeing? Are you seeing something? So, my problem with this rush is that this house may not be that strong and it may attract cracks. Because are we seeing, like, in the entire construction, we have not seen any wires. D14, D16, we have not seen any wires at the corners, for example. When they were doing my house, they were using some barbed wires here. Barbed wires. If you don't use the normal wires, and even the corners, at least they should have those other wires, D16 or D14 or whatever, or D10. This house does not have any of that, guys, and it's a massive house. All of you, I've looked at the comment section and people are like, that is a very big house. Of course, it's very big, suitable for the old lady plus the family, and that is a kudos to Marwa and his team, because I'm not, I don't see how that money would come without Marwa having demanded, or without Marwa having shown that video, though it was shaming. We have to accept that. But through that, somebody saw how he could make the life of Brian bright. However, if these bricks continue to be rushed, the consequence may work down against the goal of the team. And I don't know why some people are just celebrating, saying, go ahead. We remember how Mama Ann's house was made. And once a project has made, nobody goes back for feedback. That's the reality. No one goes back to that family for feedback. It is done and dusted. Done and dusted, right? But looking at these bricks, and I've ever used them, I don't believe that they were supposed to be rushed, because there is time. If they could have targeted 2 or 3 weeks, it could be okay. For a permanent house, that is quite okay. They don't have to rush in 10 days. 10 days! 10 days and they have to roof. These blocks may not be actually strong enough, because one thing, they are mixing sand and cement, right? And I've ever used these bricks. I'm talking from first point of view. Marwa may have a good mission of finishing this house very fast, Or some people also think that he's rushing so that he can now go to his project because he's also attracting donors for his own project. I don't know which one, the fish pond. But I don't think we should sacrifice this project just because. In fact, I saw one of the comments on Marwa'S channel. Someone said, let's not rush and finish in 10 days, yet compromise quality. And that one I agree with that person, because the reality is that a permanent house should not be rushed. And we have standards. If you look at the standards under construction, a semi-permanent house shall be dealt differently from a permanent house. When you are building a permanent house, even in schools I see, they rest while they have reached level 3. Like here, let's look here. Like here they have already reached level 3. So when you reach this level, you can raise a bit the corners, but then you cure it. You cure it for 3 days, then you come back to the site and continue. Then when you continue up to the lintel, you rest again, you cure the lintel for 4 days so that it is strong enough before roofing. And once the roofing is done, the completion can go on. And I think those of you who have done construction, you can agree with me. Those of you who are masons that stand with the truth can also say, I'm seeing the place has a lot of masons. Mora, Mayugno, Lucas the Traveler, I don't know whether he's still around or he left, and so many others. I don't know why they don't talk, but because they believe Marwa is the boss, I think they go per what he says. They don't want to sound like they are working against the project, or they don't want to sound like they are contradicting the boss, which is wrong. This is where now I normally say it is wrong to just keep quiet because you want everything to move smoothly, you know. You don't want to be controversial. This Mason should tell the truth to Marwa. Tell him that we need a break here to cure the place and make it strong. They should also tell him that these bricks need some curing, at least 3 days, so that they are strong enough. You don't carry wet bricks to the place. And from the video, Marwa expressed his concern. He's also worried, but he doesn't want to stop. Let's listen to this. What did he say here? What did he say? Let's listen so that you don't say I'm creating this up.
Good morning.
You see?
What time did you arrive here?
You see, Marwa is telling the Masons, take care of the bricks because they are still raw. Because he knows very well that these bricks can easily, you know, separate, or they can, if dealt with delicately, they can break. So if even dealing with it is a problem, why should the construction continue and they don't give a time for the blocks to breathe? That's my question, a genuine question. Team Maro, you can answer me. Because for me, I'm doing an analysis just to ask questions, not because I'm any malicious or I hate anything or I dislike the project, I don't dislike it. But then I'm raising questions concerning how you are doing the thing. Now let's go ahead. I saw Maro again say the same statement somewhere before my Igno came. I think it was here again. What did he say? He said something again, repeating on the fact that the bricks are raw and they might easily break. Are you getting?
This is the guy who brings water. His name is Mika. Yes. And also the blocks, so they don't.
Yeah, let's listen here. I want you to listen again. I want you to listen again to this part. All right? Listen.
But you take care of the wheelbarrow, yes, and also the blocks, so they don't break. They're still wet. Oh, there's another sand here. A lot of people are waiting.
I want you to pay attention, pay attention, guys.
Yes. And also the blocks, so they don't break. They're still wet.
All right? What does that statement from Marwa tell you? What does that statement that Marwa is giving tell you? That statement tells you that he knows that when the bricks are still wet, they can break easily. However, they are not taking precautions to actually give 2 or 3 days for the bricks to actually breathe and dry up. The money is not running to anywhere. Why the hurry? Why the hurry? They always say hurry hurry has no blessings. So if they are constructing the house for this lady in good spirit, they should just do quality work. The money is there, it's not going anywhere. And if Marwa thinks maybe he has other activities to do, he can assign one of these people to oversee. Mayugno is his trustee. He trusts Gitriba, and Gitriba is not too busy. Or even any other person, so that he can go on with his work as he... The network had messed me again. I don't know. Hey, the Safaricom is really swallowing our bundles. What will we do, the small fish? Hey, if you have not filled the router, I have a router, but I have not actually paid for the monthly subscription. So I'm using bundles. And hey, talk about drinking bundles. That is how we say it. So guys, I was just talking about these blogs. I hope that one of the subscribers who maybe Marwa may listen to will actually get to him and talk to him. You know, for me, when I do it, I don't know whether he'll take it positively because I don't know him personally, and I don't know whether he can actually get it, though they have moved so fast, and I don't know whether they can go back to it. I don't know, but let's go back and again play it for the last time.
From the river, look, the sun is coming out. Very beautiful, guys. Man is doomed. So,
All right.
we want them to go bring water because a lot of people are waiting for them. But you take care of the wheelbarrow, yes, and also the blocks so they don't break. They're still wet. Oh, there's another sun here.
Okay, that is a statement I've played several times, and you know why I'm doing it.
Hello from Nigeria.
And I'm not doing it for that they do the construction, they finish the house, but it should be finished in good condition, because I've used this kind of bricks, but I was told to let them cure them for 1 week, and once they were strong enough, the construction started. And I can tell you, even though I'm still going slow on it, it is 3 or almost down the line, but the bricks were very strong, and I'm planning also, once I get money, to try and finish up, because I've roofed the house, but hey, not easy, guys. Yeah, so Marwa came up to say that they have moved at a very fast speed, you know, but I'm still questioning.
But they left to first wife died and the second one is there. Oh, the one who comes here, I see her, yes. And then grandma. Okay. No problem, guys. For us, we've come to... So right now, even it's Brian's house, which...
Yeah, so you see, after level 4,
inside.
after level 4, they decided to place those wires. Okay, so at level 4, they decided to have the kind of, I don't know whether it is a reinforcement. I've never seen such a construction. I'm seeing it for the first time from Nyabohanze side. Maybe that's how they make their houses strong. I don't know. But I kept asking, because for me, when they were doing my house with this kind of bricks, they kept asking for support through barbed wires. And also the corners, they had to use the D16s, so that they make the house strong. So,
we're working, guys.
Of course, we've seen...
Has passed the rain. It's raining over there. You see over there? You can see from a distance.
There is also another problem I saw at this construction site. Now that people are being paid depending on how much they do a day. The workers are sleeping late and waking up early. For example, the workers were asked by Marwa what time they came. Some of them came at 5. 5. In a normal working situation, people start working from 7. But when Marwa arrived at this place, let's just check here. Let's just check for it. When Marwa arrived at this workplace at 7 what?
Guys, we're just arriving, and you can't believe. Let me show you guys. What time is it? It is 7:03 in the morning. Already the masons are working. Top. They are working already. Because as it is.
So when Marwa arrived at the site, the workers were already working. Why? Because he has promised to pay even 1,500 per day, depending on your work, not on your daily appearance, which is good to assign workers based on the work. But again, are they sure about the standard work that maybe they should reach? I'm just understanding, because I saw in the video like some of the workers or masons had woken up so early and they had collected a lot of bricks and placed at specific points for themselves. So the rest of the workers don't have blocks. They have come now. Maybe someone came at 5, he did all that. And you come at 6 or 7, you don't have blocks to use in construction. So again, this is something that can create malice at work, because like if some workers will come and they don't have bricks, but somebody has all the bricks with them because they woke up early, I don't know how Maro will control that. Let's look at it.
Today I'm paying people according to the work done, not according to the day or per day. Murawe ni fundi kabisa.
Huyu ni fundi wa kukazia.
Haya.
How was you, boss?
Mzuri sana.
Are you fine?
Very fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now look at that. Someone has amassed that, another on this, another on that, another on that.
No, some other people were here at 5.
5 in the morning.
Me,
Look, there are no blocks.
Left here at 6:30.
Okay. You found people already.
So people leaving 6:30, working, waking up, and 5 they are at the work.
To come very early. Yes.
240 shillings.
Oh, right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Morai's at you.
Morai's at you.
He's sleeping at night.
How are you? Yeah. Muraman. Mbuya masana. Yani enafa.
Look at this.
Nuwebe anakama wewe ni fundi. Na mtu wako wa mkono na block.
11.
Wewe ingia kazi. Ambo ni mtu wa mkono. Sasa tafuta fundi. Wewe angalia mafundi walikuja saa ngapi?
Bloka kuna hata mimi sina. Mora mkora wote mangana. Na vile mjaka mzigo.
Lakini wewe jenga ukimaliza yako utashika zile block ziko. Hatuwezi simama mwingine kama hajafika huko. Kwa sababu fundi moja akibeba block na wengine wasimame, hiyo sasa si kazi.
When we had it now,
we have not paid these people, that people. My guys, that is okay. And also today I'll read your names, so for the people who have donated, so that you know. Niambie, mwana mjafunga hizi takuwa hapa. But end month because I'm broke.
ukipata hii room ya nini?
Yes.
Nakupatia 10,000. Mwisho wa mwezi.
Yes. My present. If she guesses which room is this.
Getting back.
Yes, she can come in and feel the vibe.
Unaweza ingia uangalia na.
Yes. Guys, I'm asking Grandma if she can guess which room this is. I'll give her 10,000 end of this month. 10,000, Grandma. Hey. So what you say?
Inaweza kuwa nini?
Inaweza kuwa na shop.
Inaweza kuwa bafu. It might be
bathroom.
Bathroom.
Yes.
Tell her she got half. So she will have my 5,000 and month. I will also contribute. Yes. This is
Marwa is finally contributing towards the project now from his pocket. Heras. Heras in the house. Keep quiet. Will you keep quiet, Heras? Marwa is also contributing from his pocket, and he's using all his time on the project, so why not? So he has made the old lady to actually guess which room that is, and he has willed to give 5,000. If the lady was able to give the full answer, in fact, this place has a toilet and it has a bathroom. So if she was able to say that, then she would have acquired 10,000. Can you see how working 3 hard is easy? Easy to make money, easy to use it, easy to purchase as you smile. Hey.
Tell her now she doesn't have to worry to wake up from the house in the middle of the night to come and look at toilets outside here. That business is over. Tell her this is now one of her many toilets. Yes, but this one will serve the visitors' room, Brian's room, and also people at this room, which is the sitting room. Yes, sitting, say when visitors come and they want to wash their hands, there will be a basin here with water. And they can wash their hands right here. And here we'll have a beautiful mirror. They can see themselves. Yes, and if they want to use toilets, they go in. But if they want to shower, they go in. If Brian, this is a corridor, and you can serve people here. And maybe a big television here, maybe. Maybe, you know. Yes, we may end up putting a very big television here. So let's go to her main room. This one has not changed.
Hey.
Oh, we just wait and say it was a tough day, but we've accomplished something. I want them to put some timbers up here to avoid more rain from raining. Yeah.
So when I was watching this video, I was just wondering, guys, because when they were doing my house, I don't understand these things deeply, but those who know can tell me. When they reached this part and they have placed the lintel kind of, I thought they should rest again and cure this. I'll be surprised that today they'll be continuing with the work without leaving it to rest or cure. I'll be surprised. But then, engineer mwenyewe is at work, you know?
Ona kwa chini hiyo mashimo ya chini, chimba ya chini. Hiyo. Hapo. Wenda na hayo tu hivi. Usiweke mkono karibu na koleo. Unajua usijoka tunakuikuumi yeti kunomo kwa shimo. Nyoka baki geuke hivi ndio ikuumi. Oh. Hata ukiona kama itageuka. Kuna mwenye. Kuna shimo. Si ndogo. Ni kubwa. Sio toka nje tukio jamaa. Kwa size gani? Kubwa. Kama tu hiyo nilikuwa hivyo chini hiyo. Kama hii shimo leta picha hivi nikai kwa nataka mkia. Boss, they saw it's a big snake. Sasa jamaa msikishia haja chinga. Alioka sisi. Ukimwambia sasa hata baada ya mkini. Yule nimesema. Hiyo, unaona hiyo? Yeah, there's a big snake over there. Sasa hii haiwezi toka juu ya makelele. Nyoka isikiangi unajua. Nyoka haisikii. Nyoka inahisia tu kusense. Haina masikio. Alex actually can't hear you speak.
So guys, that was my analysis. I'm so appreciative to one Spanish guy. I'm so appreciative to the Spanish friend in the house. They kept my... I've never had anybody who watches my video from the beginning to an end. People come and disappear. But Ayelen Alvarez, hey, you are a real G. Ayelen Alvarez, you've been with me for the entire time, and I'm so appreciative. God bless. I don't know what to say. Adios. As we come to the end, I really appreciate your presence throughout my video, and I'm quite appreciative, right? So appreciative. May God bless you. Bye bye for now. Let's meet in another live, maybe possibly a literature one. Thank you for the 4 likes. I really appreciate.